Hey, this is Andy Randell again with Independence Gold. So we just following the release we put out earlier with our new resource, wanted to kind of go through what that looks like in the 3D space. So as many of you may know, we have to use 3D modeling to build our vein sets out and create where the mineralization is and what's viable, what's not viable, etc., etc. So what's really important though is that the resource that we put out doesn't actually really capture everything that we've got. Some parts of the veins are too far out to be captured within this model. Some are a little bit too skinny right now, but these things can be rectified with infill drilling, follow-up drilling, and everything like that. So what you see on the screen right now is my model that I have for 3Ts. You can see we can spin it around in space here. If we look straight down onto this model, we see here, this is the Johnny vein, this is Ted Mint. So those are the 5 veins that we saw in the resource calculation. And something that is a really good example of this here is if we actually look at the Larry vein, you can see there's a little orange patch in here. So this is what was included in the modeling, this little area in here, because there was enough density of drilling and grade to be able to capture that. But what it doesn't show you is the fact that we do have other parts of the Larry vein that are here, for example, that would be underneath the sill that we have cutting through the project. And this was hole number 7 that we drilled in 2025. And that one, if we go back and look at that, we are looking at these kind of grades here. So 19.4 meters at 5.5 grams per ton gold and 73.76 gram per ton silver. Then we've got another interval here, 15 meters at 3.01 grams per ton gold and 25.2 grams per ton silver. So again, you can see there's some quite high grade material that is out there. So one of the next things that we'll want to go out and do is to be able to come in this area and drill and infill and maybe extend this through to here so that we can start capturing this material. But not only that, we do have more here, part of the Johnny vein on surface. And, these grades in here again, the lighter the color, the higher the grade. So click on this one here, for example. This one is 0.775 grams per ton gold. This one here should be a little bit, 6.52 grams per ton gold. So well over the cutoff numbers that we're using, and this is where the future of the Independence Gold drilling will go. So a lot of upside still. Certainly there on Larry. You can see here, this is Ian. This captures the vein here, but you can see a swarm of grade on this side that hasn't been captured because it's maybe kind of narrow veins right now that wouldn't necessarily be caught up in the model. One of the other things as well is that from my own modeling, so this is capturing grade. With my own modeling, it captures the actual quartz vein that we see. So what I can come down and do here is I can turn on my model for the Larry vein, and you can see how much more extensive it is. So this is what I would use to target the drilling, and you can see how this area down here that we talked about just now is captured in that model. You can see where the area is that we've got in the resources, the orange piece here, but all of this other material, this is all still open, still to drill for. So certainly the veins, like Larry, are very early stage and would require a little bit more work to bring them up into the resource. Ted Mint over here, Tommy over here. These are all pretty well established veins, but again, we've got a lot of space open at depth where we are not, we don't have the infill drilling currently that we would do to be able to assess the grades through there. So still lots to play for. We've still got emerging targets out here as well. This is a vein called Ranger that you can see a little cluster there of gold that that's not been included into a vein yet. And even here at Utsa, we find that once we're going down at depth, we do start to see sniffs of gold coming out of Utsa as well. So a little more potential out here. We see our Cardiff veins, our Lehman, Dobby, etc. They're not even appearing on this because we haven't started any exploration yet. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a kind of an idea of where we're going next and the bigger potential that's still on this site. It's been great to be able to move these into a more secure category. The resource should give some stability to it, some comfort to it, but obviously, yeah, a lot more to explore. So, yeah, looking forward to getting back out there in the future and continuing to explore and expand this resource that we have. Thanks again.